So let me get this right. Y'all got all this smoke for Dr. Umar because his daughter came out and accused him of being a deadbeat father. So now we're supposed to just automatically discredit everything that he stands for and his message, right? On top of the fact that none of y'all are perfect, on top of the fact that no black leader has ever been perfect, what does somebody's personal life have to do with the message that they're giving our people? Especially when their message is one that we need to hear. I can't think of one thing that Dr. Umar pushes to our people that we don't need to hear.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got something pretty good, man. We got Dr. Umar, right? We got some critics, right? We got some critics, man. You know, Dr. Umar had a lot of critics this past week, man. I just been looking up on the situation. I never really wanted to talk about it until now, right? Because this guy made this video, but had he not made this video, I probably wasn't really ever going to talk about it. But I mean, hey, man, look, you know, because I do got a few things to even say about the situation, but the point that he brings up is just mighty wild, right? It's just mighty wild, but this is something that we have to talk about. But before we even get into this, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. So apparently, Dr. Umar's daughter decided to jump online and air him out and said this.
My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, you know, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts.
Now, of course, that's mighty wild. That's mighty wild, being that Dr. Umar is so hard on your black men in the black community as well, right? Now, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, right? And shout out to the Daily Wrap-Up crew. But you have this dude, Dr. Umar, jumping on the podcast, jumping on the Daily Wrap-Up crew's podcast, just to sit over here and say that, hey, well, you know, your men are making women masculine and this, that, and the third.
And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
I am
and
not.
when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No, yeah,
I mean you as an active member in the community. She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and having to take care of herself all at the same time. The black woman has been the be-all, end-all in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
Just avoiding all, just pandering at its finest. That's all that is pandering at its finest, man. And that is stuff make me mad. I ain't even gonna lie. But sadly, this is just something, man, that he does a lot of. And once again, we all can agree there's a lot of things that he talks about that we all can agree upon, right? But there are some things that he does where it's just like, you can just tell it's almost like, man, he does it for clout, right? All of this, this snow bunny hopping, this, that, and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, be realistic with yourself, bro. Like, be realistic. But yet you well, you know, we need to cherish our sisters, this, that, and the third. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you will literally seeing this shit firsthand on how bad a lot of our sisters are, bro. But you're not even willing to acknowledge it. So, but you got this guy jumping on here and he's saying, why should we even care about what his situation is, right? Why does what he say overshadows what he has been doing in his past, what he has said for this community, what he has done for this community, which he said he was going to build a school, but that still hasn't been made yet.
So let me get this right. Y'all got all this smoke for Dr. Umar because his daughter came out and accused him of being a deadbeat father. So now we're supposed to just automatically discredit everything that he stands for and his message, right? On top of the fact that none of y'all are perfect, on top of the fact that no black leader has ever been perfect, what does somebody's personal life have to do with the message that they're giving our people? Especially when their message is one that we need to hear. I can't think of one thing that Dr. Umar pushes to our people that we don't need to hear. This man pushing black unity, black queens forever. He telling our black boys that they don't have to sell drugs or become a rapper or go to the NFL or the NBA. He telling them that you can make six figures becoming an electrician, becoming a plumber. Why do we need for that message to stop? Because of what's going on in his personal life? It's documented that MLK cheated on his wife in every city that he went into. But do we think about that when we're thinking about his message? No, because you're supposed to focus on the message, not the messenger. See, y'all done fell in love with all these idols. Y'all so focused on the person delivering the message. But all y'all I see with all that smoke for Dr. Umar, why y'all ain't got no smoke for these rappers? You know, the ones telling our kids to spin the block, drill, drill, drill. The ones telling our kids to flip a brick, glorifying going to prison, be a thot, chase the bag, money the most important thing in the world. Ain't nothing more important than chasing the bag. They pushing that to millions and millions of our kids and our adults. They have a way higher level of influence over our people. But y'all ain't got no smoke for them. I ain't seen now one of y'all make a video calling out these rappers and all these negative social media influencers. They telling all our little girls they need to have weaves and lashes. Meanwhile, Dr. Umar telling our little girls you're perfect just the way that you are. Black queens forever. Why we want that to stop? Why do we want to discredit that person that's giving that message? Y'all need to pay attention to who agenda y'all pushing, dog. Because they don't even have to try to hurt us no more. We hurt ourselves. They don't even have to take out our leaders no more. We take out our own leaders. Y'all want to come off as intelligent and smart, but it'll really be more beneficial if you actually be smart and be intelligent. So let me get this.
And once again, it's like I understand it, brother. I understand it, but at the same time, it's all about how you hold yourself, and it's everything that he has said. It's everything that he has said in the respects of women. What he's willing to ignore, the delusional, the disingenuous behavior, and then he turns around and he does some deadbeat stuff. Because I'm not even going to say he's a deadbeat because you don't know the full story, right? But the fact that he's not even willing to talk about it, he only has a weak response. Oh well, hey, I'm not going to be telling my business out here, hey, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a conversation with my daughter and her mother and this, that, and the third, and yada, yada, yada. I get it. You don't want to put your business out there. I get that. And, for me, I don't like women jumping on the internet to air out the very man that they lay with, the very man that they be with, all right, airing out their boyfriends, especially airing out their fathers, airing out their family business. But in this situation, I mean, everything is just kind of adding up. And it's just like, brother, hold on, man. Like, what are you doing here? Right? What are you doing here? So not only are you disingenuous, man, but you're a hypocrite as well. But going to the guy's point, I mean, brother, like, here's the thing, right? Well, like I said, with all of the amount of shit Dr. Umar has been talking, it's like, brother, you can't. Of course, what you're doing with your daughter is going to overshadow what you talk about. You could just simply look at Martin Luther King. The fact that he did so much, and all he did was cheat. All he did was cheat. He just cheated. That's all he did. Cheated once or whatever. Right. And then all of a sudden, hey, so many sisters tearing this black man down. They don't care about what this man has done. Versus a guy who is not even taking care of his family, being disingenuous, lying, and all of that. Martin Luther King wasn't doing that. This dude is doing shit times 10, saying you can't be around snow bunnies. You're going to say men make women masculine? Well, sir, like, your daughter is as masculine as all get out. So maybe your point is, maybe you are, maybe he's speaking from experience. He's speaking from experience because his daughter is just as masculine, jumping on there, yelling at you and all of this shit. Because guess what? You weren't there, right? And as you said, hey, men make women masculine, and you made your daughter masculine because you just were never there. She had to pick up your slack. You had to have another man pick up your slack. So let's go ahead and read these comments. Someone says, character. Why would I listen to someone that's a deadbeat? Then somebody else says, nobody cares about what she is talking about. Then somebody else says, where's the money for the school? I don't care about what anybody else is talking about. He took our money. Then somebody else says, because the people that control the social media sites got it set up so none of these videos pop up. Then somebody else says, what has Dr. Umar done for black people? Then somebody else says, well, as a leader, you have to lead by example. He's got to practice what he preaches. He's a public figure and he's not above scrutiny. It's called accountability. Then somebody else says, just everything is called living by example. This is not an intelligent conversation based on the fact that you like people who talk it but don't walk it. Then somebody else says, and we don't know both sides of the story. Then somebody else says, how can you be a proclaimed leader that does not lead by example? Then she goes on to say, would you go to a marriage counselor that's cheating on their partner? You condemn other people for doing the exact things that you are doing behind closed doors until someone shine a light on it. Then somebody else says, how he going to tell you about your kids and he don't take care of his? Y'all on crack. Then somebody else says, if you cannot be a good person in your personal life, you will never be a good person in public life. The two go hand in hand, period. So y'all let me know down below, man, what do y'all think, right? What do y'all think? I think Dr. Umar definitely is in the wrong, right? But once again, there are always two sides to the story, and he doesn't even want to talk about it. So it's just like, man, you just give people the ammo in the room to come up whatever assumption that they come up with. It's almost like you were better off not saying anything. But no, you decided to make a video saying, hey, I'm a block whoever has a disagreement. I'm a block whoever do this. I'm a block whoever do that. So with that logic, he gives Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian and women, man, who were former porn stars now wanting to turn congressmen and all that good stuff, or congresswoman, whatever. Once again, it's like nobody's going to take that person seriously. It'll be no different than Amber Rose jumping on the podium, right, at the Senate, trying to run for office, and we just say, hey, well, you know what? Forget about what Amber Rose did in her past. Forget about all the men and the slew of meats that she done sucked and went through. Who cares, man? She's smart now, so let's only focus on that. Let's only focus on her message. Nah, man, people are going to be blindsided about her past. People are going to be like, but what in the world, bro? Like, dude, like, nah, man. Like, no, especially her critics. Oh my gosh. If Amber Rose tried to run for president, run for Senate or whatever, they will bring her past up so fast, man. And then on top of that, her past is there for everyone to see. Your past will always overshadow what you do. That's just a fact. Or the type of person that you decided to become. That's not something that a leader does. But hey, I could be wrong. Do me a huge favor, let me like, let me comment, subscribe to the channel.